Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 23. What a beautiful, kind of heartfelt power of friendship episode. Definitely, like a Naruto dragging Sasuke back to the village type of deal. Definitely a lot of feelings happening in this episode, and essentially, all of Deku's friends are like, this is what you did to help me in the past, and now we are here to help you today. We are here to protect you. You do not have to shoulder this burden alone. This isn't something you should have to do alone. This is our fight too. They didn't just come after you, they came after all of Class 1A since the beginning, and we are with you, kind of ride or die till the end. So we start off, Deku is very much so against it. Bakugo is, yelling at him, saying, you can't even do it with a smile right now. And he was like that, and Deku's not even realizing it, that yes, he's being a hero, yes, he's saving people, but at the same time, everything that he wanted to be, he's not really being. He's just kind of there saving people. He doesn't really care about. I hate to say he doesn't care about the people, because he does, because he's saving them. But at the same time, it's more of a good versus evil sake. It's not a okay, are you okay? Do it with a smile. Kind of be proud of what you're doing moment. It's I have to do this so everybody gets away from me moment. I don't want anybody to be injured. So he's trying to escape, and everybody's basically trying to stop him, and we get to see the backstory for all the different students of 1A that we've seen. With Sero helping him with the tape initially. I'm trying to remember half of the names because I probably don't. Dark Shadow here. You know, being used in a defensive way as opposed to an attack way. Sugar Rush saying, I'm not going to let you use this stuff for Erie's apples anymore. Him saying that Erie doesn't need them for me. Basically, like, oh, he's not going to even interact with Erie anymore because he's afraid that if he's around her and around other people, that he's going to hurt them, do damage to them. Let's see, Electric Boy. I know I'm forgetting names. I'm really bad. He's saying, basically, you've helped me a lot. Even though we don't necessarily like the same stuff, you're still my friend, and I'm here for you. And we're also, basically being shown that Deku is fighting back his emotions. He realizes what they're trying to do, and he's like, "No, you need to just let me go, let me be. I don't want anyone to get hurt." And that's kind of the whole shtick, but through the whole episode, he's getting emotional himself. He's like, I can't be around you. I want to be around you, but I cannot be around you for the sake of safety. Kind of get away from me, essentially. And then we got Asui, we got Todoroki, Kirishima ends up showing up later on. How he's saying that, basically he's saying that they're not on the same level as him, but some of them, I would say yes, some of them no. Somebody like Todoroki, I would say, is fairly close to his level. Bakugo is fairly close to his level, and the class as a whole, as a team, they are close to his level. But we can see him, break out of everybody, break away from everybody, and just realizing to a certain extent, he is, I guess I hate to say a higher power because that sounds really weird, but essentially he is, stronger than all of his classmates at this point. He is the strongest of all of them, and he hasn't even unlocked 100% of his power. He's not even at 50%. He's at 45%. To get away from them, he combined several different quirks, and used like Black Whip, like a slingshot, essentially, He used the temporary power storing quirk to blast himself forward, and then he used One for All by itself to give him that extra boost. But as he gets stronger, he's not realizing that his classmates are also getting stronger. They may not 100% be on the same level as him, but they are with him the entire way. We get to see Ida getting blasted. They had to combine several quirks to catch up with him. Ida being super fast, Bakugo essentially using his powers as a jet, um, Mina using her acid armor as kind of a air diffuser, if you will. Kind of making it into a shape that's aerodynamic so they can go faster in order to catch up to him, because Deku is just kind of flying out in the middle of nowhere, and they do end up catching him. Ida catches his hand, and basically, as he's like the essence of being a hero is kind of getting yourself into trouble, meddling when you don't need to. I guess is the actual quote. And at this point, Deku is just tired. He was already tired. He hasn't been sleeping. He hasn't really been eating. He is just worn out, and he is trying to put it in his all to get away from them, but at the same time, he doesn't have enough in order to do it. He realizes that eventually he realizes that he wants to be with them. This is their choice. He doesn't get to choose for them. He can't force them to stay away from him. If they want to be around him and support him and help him, they're going to do it, regardless of him trying to get away from them. They are going to do it, and there's really nothing he can do to get away from them. And then we have kind of the super emotional, Naruto Sasuke moment at the end here, where Bakugo apologizes, which I was not expecting to see for essentially their entire childhood, because basically Bakugo is saying, I looked down on you the entire time. I bullied you to kind of, put you in your place because you were quirkless, but at the same time, you had this something inside of you that always kind of made you better than me. Your ideals, your personal, you know, internal monologue, if you will, um, your view of things is better than me in every single way. And then the second you got your quirk, you got, a better quirk than I had. And you deserve the quirk. You've done everything right with the quirk. And now he basically he's mad at himself because he is the one having to play catch up at this point. Deku, or Midoriya, he likes to say, idiot, whatever you want to call him, he's having a hard time catching up to him. And then, Deku goes back and says he apologizes for saying that they couldn't keep up with him. He said he's sorry. Bakugo says you've already surpassed me at this point in time. Like if they had a one-on-one battle right now again, which we may see in the future at some point. I think I would like to see that once Bakugo gets stronger, and now that Deku has all these different quirks, kind of a 1 versus 1. Because the last time, Bakugo won that fight, but I don't think that's going to happen again, or if it ever will happen again. I don't know if we're actually going to see another fight or a sparring match between the two of them. Maybe we will, because you have the sports festivals theoretically that come up every single year. So it is possible that Deku and Bakugo could end up in a match together, showing off their powers, their abilities, and their quirks. But other than that, I don't foresee them really getting in a fight again. I don't think that would happen. But not a real fight anyway, as opposed to just like a training or a sparring match. So, Deku, he wants to go back. He's tired. He can't really fight anymore anyway. He's done. He is just worn out. They bring him back to UA. He's kind of accepting everybody's feelings. We get to see 13's face for the first time, which is kind of neat, because initially I thought 13 was like kind of just like a black hole, and the suit kind of contained the body. But I guess that is not the case. Honestly did not know that. But this is the first, we haven't seen 13 in a while, ever since 13 got beat up by the League of Villains back in, like, what was that, like, season 2 or something? A long time ago. We really haven't seen 13. But, basically the principal said, he is part of UA. We will defend him. And Deku is still kind of like, I need to get out of here. The preview, we see all of these kind of citizens and civilians, like, why are you bringing him here? You said we were supposed to be protected. Why are you bringing him here? And they just don't understand it. They're more concerned about themselves, obviously, but at the same time, Deku is who they are after, so I get it. But at the same time, if you're looking at it from the principal's perspective, from the student's perspective, they are there to protect him as well. It is your job as a teacher to a certain extent, or a principal, or whatever, to protect your students essentially to the best of your ability, and that's what the school is doing. That's what the school is there for, and it's this giant fortress, and it's going to be interesting. And I think the next episode, what are they calling it? If I can play it, it's like a young girl's confession or something. A young woman's declaration. So I'm wondering if this is something where I don't think she's gonna declare her love. Uraka would declare her love for Deku. I don't see that for happening yet. But she's probably gonna be talk about her past and her story. Probably get all of the citizens, civilians, on their side, and then hopefully good to go. There's only 2 episodes left. This episode's, honestly, I'm giving this one a 10 out of 10. This is definitely deserving of a rewatch or two, because I'm sure there's stuff I missed in the process. Very emotional episode. Definitely gets you right in the feels. But 10 out of 10, as I said, definitely deserving a rewatch. I am definitely looking forward to the next 2 episodes, and it's going to be hard because then we're going to have to, after 2 weeks, we're done. We're going to have to wait another 6 months to a year for the next season, is how that's going to happen. And I know a lot of you are complaining about the blue sky sometimes, but I don't care. You can take your complaints and shove them, because I didn't read the manga anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. I don't care that the sky is blue. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, comment down below what you want to see for future anime cartoon related videos. Check out Nagatoro. I'll have that video up tomorrow. And then I think Dr. Stone's coming out soon. So I will be doing videos on that when that comes out. I think I want to say in April. Maybe there might be a week or two where I'll have to throw out some memes or something if there's no overlap of when the next show comes out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.